This one kicks off the pick four. And the pick four features a carryover of $7,642. The one is Mushka Stride. Mark Harder trains. Jeff Gregory drives for Emilio and Maria Rosati. 2 is Mrs. Miawatis. Homer Hochstetler trains. He co-owns with Robert Buddig and Alan Schwartz. Scott Zier on board. 3 is Chaldolce. Per Henriksen trains for Kiel Anderson. Mark McDonald. Number 4 is Southwind Angelica. Jonas Sierderson trains. Dave Miller drives for Thomas Dillon. 5 is Seviorum. Julie Miller trains. Andy Miller drives for the Andy Miller Stable and Stroy Incorporated. Number 6 is 7 Carrots. Linda Toscato trains. Tim Tetrick up for Ken Jacobs. 7 Basquiat. Jimmy Takter trains. Yannick Gingras drives for the Order by Stable. Rounding out the 6th race field, that's Foxy Fantasy. Okus Fonstedt trains, drives, and he co-owns with Knutson Trotting Incorporated and Little B LLC. That's the field for the 6th race. Again, no changes. We have only one change in the pick 4 sequence. It comes in the 8th race today. Scratch 4, Damp Hanover. Once again, to this afternoon's 8th race, scratch the 4, Damp Hanover. That's your only change in the pick 4 sequence. The carryover into this afternoon, 7,600. 2-year-old trotting fillies lined up. The 3rd division of the Muscle Hill late closing event, sponsored by Southwind Farms. This one to kick off the pick 4. Field of 8. They're Bongate. At the Ross, Southwind Angelica is flashing good early speed. Seviorum left out to early next door. Off stride at the start goes 7 Carrots. So 7 Carrots with an early break-in stride. From the far outside, Foxy Fantasy is looking to mix it up, and she continues on up 3 wide. The early stages for Svanstedt with Seviorum now clearing over for control. Southwind Angelica tracking the dueling leaders now in 3rd. A length and a half in front of Mrs. Miawatis. Give away a tight end 4th. That's Basquiat, who's there in 5th. Mushka Stride next in 6th in front of Chaldolce. And after the break, 7 Carrots with a big mountain to climb. As the opening quarter was reasonable, just 28 into Foxy Fantasy on top. She carries a 2-length lead up the backstretch from the favorite Seviorum, who continues to look her over. She's content to track in 2nd. Mrs. Miawatis still chasing that pair 3rd. Correction, the 3rd spot is Southwind Angelica. That's Mrs. Miawatis, who's at the inside 4th. Basquiat is underway to the outside 5th for Gingras. Mushka Stride slides out to follow that move. Chaldolce tracks from 7th and still far back here to 7 Carrots as they drive through an opening half in 56 and 3. And Seviorum is up and out of the pocket here. Seviorum looking to pounce on Foxy Fantasy with 3/8 to go. Basquiat is well spotted up on the outside 3rd now for Gingras. She's just a length and a half off the lead. Southwind Angelica down at the inside 4th. Mushka Stride is gapping her cover on the outside 5th, and that sends Chaldolce 3 wide. They're off 3/4 in 124 and 4. Seviorum turns for home with a short lead. Basquiat turns up the pressure in the center as Foxy Fantasy makes a break in stride. Basquiat looking to push past Seviorum. These two doing battle with Southwind Angelica down the center of the track 3rd. Chaldolce moves up late 4th with Mushka Stride, but in deep stretch it's Basquiat who has overtaken Seviorum. Basquiat will draw clear. It's 4 in a row for Basquiat. Seviorum held the 2nd spot. It was far back to Southwind Angelica 3rd. Mushka Stride 4th. 152 and 4. Judges have posted the 7 Basquiat, the 9-5 Slight second choice as your unofficial winner. 2nd to the 5 Seviorum, and 3rd to the 4 Southwind Angelica. 7-5-4 trifecta order finish. Fans do appreciate your support of the Pick 4 here this afternoon. That total Pick 4 pool, including the carryover, just shy of $40,000. Getting nearly $40,000 wagered into the Pick 4 here this afternoon. Hopefully you are still alive as Basquiat kicks it off here at 9-5. Returning trackside for the Diamond Creek Farm winner's presentation. That is the 7 Basquiat. Back-to-back stakes wins this afternoon for trader Jimmy Takter, driver Gingras. Our current leading connections. Basquiat, a homebred for the Order by Stable, Sweden. 2-year-old bay filtered by Cantab Hall out of the Windsong's Legacy Mare. That's Not My Name. Basquiat wins for the 6th time at 8 starts, her 4th consecutive victory. Career best here this afternoon of 152-4. Basquiat 9-5, second choice to kick off this afternoon's Pick 4. She takes the 3rd division of the Muscle Hill, sponsored by the Southwind Farms. Laura Young, the manager of Southwind Farms, located in Pennington, New Jersey. Of course, home of Muscle Hill. Basquiat returns 580, 280, and 260. Second at the 5, Seviorum, 210 and 210. Third at the 4, Southwind Angelica, 720. Two favorites in the exacta, $10. Trifecta, $4, $49.40. This afternoon's 50-cent pick 5, $86.30.